The story kind of freaked me out a bit, but I can't let Rowley know that. I knew there was only one option left to get him to stop crying about it. Hey, maybe if you come stay at my place, the ghost won't find us. Really? I told him that since I was in a coma, the ghost probably didn't know I existed, so it won't come after us. Besides, I'll need someone to distract it if it ever shows up. Mom was so happy that I was back to my normal self that she actually let Rowley and me play some rounds of Twisted Wizard before bed. Not to brag or anything, but I'm still a beast at that game. Anyway, Rowley and I had to sleep in the basement. And let me tell you, that was not a good idea. It all started when we heard something knocking around upstairs, which threw Rowley into a panic about the ghost coming for us. I tried to calm him down, but to be honest, I was a little scared too. The stories never mention anything about the ghost breaking into kids' houses, but that wasn't a chance I was willing to take. Just then, we heard some pretty heavy rabbit-like footsteps upstairs and completely freaked out. Ah! While we were panicking, the door swung open and I guess we must have woke Dad up with all the noise. What's with all the racket? It's Spring Bonnie! Run! Anyway, I explained to Dad that a ghost had broken into our house and was going to kill us. He didn't seem too scared by that, so I told him we heard footsteps upstairs and that proved it was real. That was me heading to the bathroom, Greg. Oh. Well, then he asked us what ghost we were talking about, and I told him that Rowley told me a bunch of kids went missing after meeting the Spring Bonnie, which allegedly haunts his restaurant. He didn't seem very impressed. Dad gave Rowley this really mean look. So, you've been spreading stories about my business? No, sir. What would your father think if he heard you two thrashing his restaurant? He then told us to go back to bed and stop talking about the Spring Bonnie. At least I managed to convince Rowley that the ghost thing wasn't real and that he didn't have to worry about it. He seemed thankful for that. Still, Rowley and I didn't get much sleep last night. Monday. So after Rowley left, he told me he wanted to come to some kid called Bryce's birthday party. Honestly, I think I'm too old for that kind of thing, but Mom insisted that I go as a way to thank Rowley for helping me recover or whatever. But really, Rowley should be thanking me for helping him get over his fear of the place. I was planning on getting to level 215 on Twisted Wizard today, but life seemed to have other plans. Mom says I should go over Grandma's and help her out with chores and stuff since it'll be better than lying around all day. I'm not too thrilled with the idea and I don't think Dad is either, but he seems to be worried about something other than my well-being. It'll do him some good, but he might be there. She said he's staying at a friend's house. Honestly, Frank, stop being so paranoid. I won't lie, the vagueness is freaking me out a bit. Also, I'd much prefer to hang out with Rowley today, but he's still stuck at school. And I am not hanging around the Jeffersons until he gets back. Would you like some prune juice? Dad offered to drive me there, but Mom thought the fresh air would do me good. I honestly think a drive would be better since it meant less pressure on my legs, but I was practically being shoved out the door. Anyway, I managed to reach Grandma's house without much issue, but when I knocked on the door, it was answered by someone I never expected. It was Roderick? Roderick didn't say anything for a while. He was frowning, but I could tell he was surprised to see me. I didn't say anything either. What the hell was I even supposed to say? He soon shuffled out the way and I followed him in. He motioned for me to sit on the couch next to him. I was nervous. I had a bad feeling, but I couldn't explain it. Like I was committing some kind of crime behind my parents' back. I assumed it was time to talk.